Onigiri looks cute and simple until you try making it. Maybe yours turn out too dense, too sticky, or just fall apart. So in this video, I'll show you how to make fluffy and soft onigiri without using mold. All you need is your hands and plastic wrap if you want. We will cover the basics of onigiri, shaping techniques, 4 classic shapes, and a few onigiri recipes to demonstrate the shapes. Hi, I'm Kurumi. I was born and raised in Japan, now living in the States. I share easy, healthy, and practical Japanese recipes for busy adults like you, so you can enjoy Japanese meals every day. Let's start this video with the most important ingredient to make onigiri, which is rice. Obviously, when you make rice, it's so important to pick the right kind of rice. So make sure to pick short or medium grain rice, either white, brown, or mochi rice. Yeah, so as long as it's short or grain rice, you can make onigiri. Avoid other types of rice such as basmati rice because they're not sticky enough to shape onigiri. And the second thing I want to mention is soak the rice. When you make rice, after washing it, it's so important to soak the rice for at least 30 minutes in summer, 60 minutes in winter for white rice, and for brown rice at least 5 to 6 hours, but ideally 8 hours. This helps water to go to the core of the rice grain so the rice becomes fluffy and moist. And the third thing I want to talk about is rice to water ratio. I know that some people recommend to change the water to rice ratio when you make rice for onigiri, but from my experience, just a regular water to rice ratio works fine for onigiri too. So for white rice, use 1 cup rice to 1.2 cups of water. For brown rice, 1 cup of rice to 1.5 cups of water. If you're using rice cooker, all you have to do is just put the rice in the rice cooker bowl and add water to the line inside the rice cooker bowl. So it's pretty simple. So in my opinion, you don't need to change the water to rice ratio, only for onigiri. Lastly but not least, use warm rice and if possible, fresh rice. When the rice gets cold, they lose the ability to stick to each other. So it's so important to use warm rice to shape the onigiri. You can of course use leftover rice, but it's important to know how to store and microwave it properly so it doesn't dry out. So what I always do is when I make rice, I divide them into portion sizes and wrap them with plastic wrap or use a container like this one. And after it's cold, I put them in the freezer. And when I'm ready to eat or make onigiri, I take them out and pop it into the microwave while it's wrapped or covered and microwave for about 1 to 2 minutes. In this way, even though it's leftover rice, it becomes as moist as fresh rice. How do we eat onigiri? Onigiri can be eaten as a snack or full meal, so you can do whatever you want. If you want to turn this into a full meal, pair it with miso soup and a main dish such as teriyaki chicken and a few other side dishes for extra veggies. And if your onigiri has protein-rich fillings such as karaage, you can pair it with veggie-packed miso soup and call it as a balanced filling meal. Onigiri can be eaten as cold or warm depending on the filling. So how do we serve onigiri? Well, it depends on you. So you can enjoy your onigiri however, whatever, or whenever you like. There's no specific rule. Rice dries out so quickly, so knowing how to store onigiri properly is so important. After shaping onigiri, wrap each onigiri with plastic wrap while it's warm. Then place them in an airtight container and store them in the fridge for up to a day or in the freezer for up to a month. However, pay attention to the fillings because fillings that are raw or high in moisture don't freeze or reheat well. To reheat frozen onigiri, simply pop them in the microwave with the plastic wrap and microwave for about 45 to 60 seconds until it's warm. If you want to bring onigiri for lunch as a bento, keep them cool with something like ice packs, then eat them within half a day. Okay, let's talk about onigiri shapes and some easy recipes. There are mainly 4 onigiri shapes in Japan: triangle, ball, barrel, and flat disc. Triangle and round shapes are perfect for stuffing filling inside, while the disc shape works great for something like yaki onigiri, grilled onigiri, or when you want to brush something on top like miso or soy sauce. And the barrel shape usually doesn't have any filling because it's pretty tiny, so it's usually seasoned with salt and wrapped with nori seaweed. Next, I'll show you how to make triangle shaped onigiri with my tuna mayo onigiri recipe. By the way, my husband loves tuna mayo and he eats it multiple times whenever we go to Japan, and he approved my recipe. So if you are missing Japanese 7-Eleven vibe, I hope you give this recipe a try. Just a heads up, I know I'm sharing a lot here, so I made a free onigiri guide that puts everything together for you. It includes rice and shaping tips, plus 4 printable onigiri recipe cards you can keep in your recipe box. It's completely free, so grab your copy by scanning the QR code on the screen or by clicking the link in the description box. I forgot to buy mayo, so I'm gonna use yogurt instead. To a small bowl, add yogurt or mayonnaise, ground black pepper, mentsuyu, and drained canned tuna, and mix them well. And in a separate bowl, mix the fresh rice and mentsuyu well. First, I'll show you how to shape a triangle onigiri with your hands. First, prep your bowl. Lightly wet a small bowl like a rice or soup bowl. It prevents the rice from sticking to the bowl. Step 2. Add the rice. Spoon about half a serving of rice and gently spread it so it hugs the curve of the bowl. Step 3. Add the filling. Add your filling on top of the rice and spread it slightly so every bite gets some flavor. Step 4. Cover with rice. Add the rest of the rice on top of the filling, making sure the filling is fully covered. Step 5. Form a loose bowl. Give a bowl a gentle shake or rotate it a bit to shape the rice into a loose bowl. Step 6. Wet your hands. Lightly wet your palms, but don't overdo this or your onigiri will get soggy. Step 7. Salt your hands. If you're eating the onigiri right away, dip your middle finger up to the first joint in salt. If you're saving it for later, dip both your middle and index fingers to the first joint in salt. Then rub the salt evenly across your palms. Step 8. Shape the triangle. Flip the rice bowl onto a palm. Use the base of your bottom hand and fingers to shape the flat sides, while the top hand gently form the point. So it's like both hands are bowing. Left hand is bowing this way. The right hand is bowing this way. Rotate the rice a few times, pressing very lightly. This is so important. Until you have a perfect triangle. So cute. Next, I show you how to make a triangle onigiri with a plastic wrap. Step 1. Prep a wrap. Place a sheet of plastic wrap on a clean surface and sprinkle a little salt. Step 2. Add the rice. Put in half of your rice portion and flatten the center a little bit to create a small hollow for the filling. Step 3. Add the filling. Spoon your filling on top of the rice and spread it gently toward the edges. Step 4. Cover the filling. Add the remaining rice on top of the filling and spread it to fully seal the filling. Step 5. Wrap it up. After sprinkle a little salt on top of the rice, lift the edges of the plastic wrap and close it loosely around the rice and create a ball. Step 6. Shape the onigiri. Use your hands and shape the rice through the plastic wrap just like the hand method. Gently form the triangle with light pressure, turning it 3 to 5 times until it's shaped into a triangle. Next, I will show you 2 easy ways to wrap nori. Method 1. Place the triangle onigiri in the center of the rectangular nori sheet. Fold the 2 sides of the nori along the triangle shape towards the center. Then tuck the extra nori under the bottom of the onigiri. Method 2. Use a shorter rectangle nori sheet and place it on the bottom center of the triangle onigiri. Then fold the nori over the opposite side of the triangle. If you want to pack onigiri for bento but want to keep the nori crisp, here's the trick you could use. Step 1. Place a plastic wrap and leave a small space at the bottom for 1 rice ball and place the nori. Step 2. Fold the bottom layer of the wrap over the nori. Step 3. Place the onigiri on top of the wrap in an inverted triangle shape with the pointed end facing towards you. Step 4. Fold the left and the right wraps over the onigiri and the nori. Step 5. Fold the whole thing from bottom to top to secure. I found this method online while researching for this video and I thought this is super genius, so I wanted to share it with you. Next, I show you how to make a bowl-shaped onigiri with this cheese okaka onigiri recipe. The melted cheese goes perfectly with the umami flavors of mentsuyu and katsuobushi. To a bowl, add warm rice, cubed cheese, katsuobushi, mentsuyu, white sesame seeds, and ground black pepper, and mix everything well. Then simply place a portion of rice on your hand or plastic wrap and create a bowl with both of your hands. That's it. This is so simple and so cute. Next, I show you the cutest onigiri shape, the barrel. My mom used to pack these in my bento all the time, so it's the most familiar shape for me. Step 1. Wet and salt your hands. Step 2. Take a portion of rice in your palm. Barrel-shaped onigiri are usually smaller than other shapes, so I like to use smaller portion. Step 3. Gently flatten the sides with your fingers, hold it with your other hand, and roll lightly in your palm. Step 4. Wrap it with nori like this. That's it. I want you to try this onigiri and put it in bento box because it will be so cute. The last one is flat disc shape, and I show you how to shape it with this miso yaki onigiri recipe. The outside is crispy and the inside is fluffy, and the sweet savory paste on top pairs really well with the rice, and the charred miso brings a lot of aroma and umami. First, mix the miso and the maple syrup in a small bowl. Then take a portion of rice in your left hand and shape it into a ball like before. Then use your left hand to flatten the sides while your right hand shapes the curve of the disc. Bake the onigiri in a preheated oven at 500 Fahrenheit for 1 minute, flip, and bake for another minute. Then spread the miso maple syrup mixture on the surface and bake for about 5 to 8 minutes or until the surface gets charred. That's it. Super simple, right? And don't forget to download your free onigiri guide. It has all the tips you need to make perfect onigiri at home and 4 recipe cards you can print and save in your recipe box. To get your copy, scan the QR code on the screen or click the link in the description box. Today we use miso to make this delicious miso yaki onigiri, but there's so many other ways to use miso. So check out this video next where I show you multiple ways to use miso in your everyday cooking. It's not just for miso soup. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoy making onigiri, and I see you in the next video. Bye!